welcome to the first vlog of 2024. This is officially my 10th year of vlogging on this YouTube channel, which is just insane. I feel a little bit weird about being back, about vlogging. I've literally only taken maybe, I think, 8 days off, and I didn't vlog between Christmas and New Year. I didn't vlog over New Year's Eve or anything, just because honestly, I did nothing. Like, I spent the time catching up with friends and I went out on New Year's Eve night, but there was just nothing to really vlog and film. That was lovely, to be honest. I've come back feeling refreshed, definitely. Like, I do feel as though I'm like probably the best rested I've been in like years, but not necessarily motivated. I definitely think that like picking up the camera and starting January has felt a bit daunting. I was gonna do it yesterday and then I thought, no, I have nothing to say. Like, my week is, there's things going on but there's nothing crazy happening. Like, I don't really feel as though I've got anything to tell you, and I just felt like, God, I don't really know what the focus of this year is. And I've spoken about this on a TikTok. I just got ready and filmed a little get ready with me on TikTok, so if you want to hear me whining and whinging and moaning about my January existential dread that happens every year but seems to have amped up by about 50 times more intense this year, you can watch that on TikTok. Because I do just feel, and I keep using this word, but like misaligned with exactly what it is I'm doing in all areas of my life, but specifically I think with like creating content. Last year I had a real aim. Obviously everything was like travel focused and, you know, living in Australia themed and things like that. And even the year before we were backpacking in Asia, and there was like an aim and a target. And I do think I'm going to be backpacking again this year. Well, I definitely am. I've got like trips planned and things in the works, but nothing is set in stone. And I think that's why I'm feeling quite like, oh my God, like nothing is actually guaranteed. And I ask you guys, and you guys are like, oh, we like the travel content but we love the homey content, and that's lovely, and I'm really glad because that's all I can really offer right now. On a personal level, I don't love creating that kind of content as much anymore. I think that for me it feels kind of boring, and it kind of feels repetitive, and it kind of feels like everything I could possibly have to say and tell you I've already said. Whereas when I'm traveling and when I'm showing you new places and like documenting those memories, for me I feel like genuinely inspired by that and I feel passionate about it. And that's not to say that vlogging at home doesn't make me feel like that, because it does sometimes. And I think coming home over Christmas was lovely, and filming Christmas and filming December was really nice, and those are memories that are also really special. January is just kind of like, what is this month? Like, what am I doing? What is the purpose of the month? I have actually got a really fun series planned with my brother that is gonna take a big chunk of the end of the month and is gonna be like a really fun series, hopefully for you guys to watch. Hopefully the best high production, most like concise and engaging content I've uploaded in a long time, because like it is travel themed but it's specific for the videos. It's not like Harry and I going on a holiday and I'm gonna vlog it. It's gonna be like challengey and fun, and I am excited about that. I think the question I'm asking is basically, what do you guys want to see? What kind of a mix do you want to see? If I'm doing travel challenges, do you still want weekly vlogs? Because I do think I probably will do that, because I love a weekly vlog as a viewer, but then like I've just said, sometimes I do feel as though they are a bit boring. Let me know, what do you enjoy watching genuinely? I'm not asking this because I want you guys to be like, I love your vlogs as they are. Like, genuinely, who else do you watch on YouTube that you enjoy that style of content, or people that you think might inspire me? And basically I'm just trying to like use the first week of January to collectively gather my thoughts about the direction of posting online and what I want to be doing, because I'm not sitting here saying, oh my God, I don't want to do this. I definitely do. I love this platform and I love feeling creative. Like, I love it when I feel so creatively inspired that the ideas are just like running with themselves, and I'm like, this and that and this TikTok and this reel, and like I don't usually struggle with that, and I think maybe I am a little bit now. Do let me know what your thoughts are, and if you don't have any, that is also fine, because me neither. I've started the vlog today because I've actually got up and dressed. This is the first time so far in January where I've put makeup on. We're 3 days in, so it's not bad going. I'm actually heading to Leeds this afternoon. I've not been back to Leeds since I got home. If you don't know, I used to live in Leeds when I was in uni for a year. So I lived in Leeds for a year. My brother currently also lives in Leeds. I feel like there's strong ties to that city throughout my whole family. And also a lot of my friends still live there. So I'm going today to see my friend Eleanor, who I met at uni. I have not seen her since I got home. And we're just gonna have a catch up, go shopping, get some dinner, probably tell her my existential crisis And now this vlogging clip is 6 minutes long, so I hope you have enjoyed that. It's a lot of waffle, it's a lot of just like what is happening inside my head. But I do think that the beginning of January, instead of making me feel motivated to like join the gym and start jogging, it just makes me feel existential about time and getting older and a new year and like so many things. That's cheery, isn't it? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Bloody good. Anyway, I am about to go and drive to the train station, if it's actually there, because everywhere in our area is really badly flooded and has been across all of New Year. And last night I drove home from my other friend's house and the roads were just completely undrivable. It was like, it was dangerous. Like I actually was not thriving or enjoying it at all, but I'm hoping that today it might have cleared a bit. And also it's daylight and not dark, so hopefully it'll be okay, but wish me luck. Wow, this is nearly a full YouTube video length in itself. Welcome to the weekly vlog.
Protecting my peace for so long, a little too good, now I'm solo. Watching reruns of the same shows, almost every party I'm a no-show. Even with green lights I don't go, never been sure, no I don't know. How does everybody else let go of the ego? Don't go out nearly as much as I should, barely know the way around my neighborhood. I'm ruminating, I feel no good, not living life like I know I could, like I know.
While I was sat directly in that little sunflare, we are currently in the car in Beverley running errands, and I actually didn't really have a plan for today. I'm not gonna lie, I had a big lie-in, which was not the New Year's resolution that I was intending. Then when I did wake up, the house was filled with people. We had a plumber in the house and the window cleaners at the windows, 2 plumbers and 2 window cleaners, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm in a goldfish bowl. Like the windows, there was just people there, and then I opened my bedroom door and there was just plumbers there, and I was like, ah, and I was like, so I'm gonna go out and run errands with mum. And we've come to Tesco, but it honestly is as busy as it was the day before Christmas. Like, not to sound like a middle-aged person complaining about the parking, but why is it so busy the first week of January?
I don't understand, it's a normal Thursday.
Yeah.
Is it Thursday?
It's Thursday, yeah, the first Thursday people are back at work.
What are people doing?
I don't know why Tesco is absolutely rammed. It's like everyone's doing their Christmas food shopping. We are gonna go grab a coffee. That is our first port of call. Maybe a tiny bit of breakfast. And also then, do we have to go to the dry cleaners? Then we have to go to the in-post lockers because I sold some more stuff on Vinted. And then we actually are going to Tesco. And that is our list of errands that we are running this morning. It's actually a really nice day. The weather is good. The sky is blue. Got this blue jacket on because, guys, I didn't actually show you, but I bought this jumper in Primark yesterday, and it's black but with like little flecks of blue wool running through it. So I thought, looks kind of matchy, looks kind of cute. And I really like this jacket, but I feel like it doesn't match that many outfits because it's blue. So ready? Let's go. Whose jacket are you wearing, by the way?
That might be yours as well.
I've gone for a little porridge, guys. I don't know the last time I actually got like a breakfast in Nero's that wasn't like a sandwich or like a pastry of some kind. I didn't even really realise that they did this, but this looks really good, so quite excited. Someone's got a bucket of tea.
It is a bucket of tea, I need a wee now.
There's a big cup of tea. You don't look very happy. We have just in-post dropped off. All of my Vinted parcels are on their way, apart from one, because one of them's going with Yodel, which I never really know why it does that. It is annoying because I think it's not even the buyer's fault. It just randomly selects like what delivery service works for wherever the person is. Anyway, now we're going to Tesco. We're in Tesco. Look at this. This is a Willy Wonka candy can sparkling toffee apple drink. That sounds disgusting. Are they both from the movie, do you reckon? That one actually doesn't say Willy Wonka on it. One says candy cane. This one says candy can. I think there's a song. Is there a song about toffee apples? I've seen it all on my TikTok, but I've actually not seen the movie. This amazes me every single January. Why are we 4 days into the year and we're on Easter? And also, I'm pretty sure, isn't Easter quite late this year? What are you cracking up at? What is that? Mum just looked to her left. Tell me why. Why is the queen on that car window? Mum thought she'd see the ghost. No, because why would you put that on your car window?
I love the crown and everything, but why would you do that?
I mean, no disrespect at all if you're driving around with like photos of the deceased queen stuck to your car windows.
How much? Prince Philip's on the other side.
Kind of think it's funny. If it's like comedic, that's funny. If it's just because they're like huge fans of the royals, that's...
Oh, I hope it's meant to be funny.
Anyway, no disrespect if you're driving a car around like that, but like we are laughing a little bit.
It was more the shock of just not being prepared for it.
I have made myself a smoothie so far every single day in January, and today I bought a honeydew melon, and this is literally 50% of the melon, like a full-size melon, blended up because obviously it's mainly water, and then a banana and a strawberry Actimel. So I don't know how it's going to taste, to be honest, but this is my January the 4th smoothie. I find this the easiest way to eat fruit, to be honest. It is a lot later on. It's actually 11:30. So I'm wearing fluffy pajamas, but I spent this evening at Tom's because he actually started a new job yesterday. We spoke about this in my like catch-up Q&A, this video here, I'll pop it on screen. And he kind of explained the whole situation with like work and what he's doing now and where he's working. So he started that yesterday and I didn't see him yesterday, obviously because I was in Leeds. Just had a really nice evening. He was telling me all about his job. Then we also started the new series of Waterloo Road, which I had no idea was coming back. Basically, during the lockdown, the very first lockdown, Tom and I both watched the first 10 seasons of Waterloo Road, like the original 10 seasons that aired on the BBC. What else were we realistically doing in the lockdown? And that took so long. And then they brought it back, which I wasn't expecting. Last year while we were in Australia, we streamed it on a VPN. So we were caught up and I just didn't know there was another series starting. I hadn't seen it advertised or anything, but obviously like haven't really been here. So Tom was like, oh, by the way, there's a new season of Waterloo Road. So we actually started that and it's terrible, but it's good. Do you know what I mean? Predictable, and I think they've done every single storyline they could possibly do, but they're still going. So yeah, it was nice. It was just cozy viewing. It feels like a home comfort. So we watched that and now I am back at my house and I have actually also just started, what's it called? Fool Me Once on Netflix. Best thing I've watched in ages. You have to watch it. It is basically like a British whodunit drama. You've probably seen it advertised this week. It's everywhere. Michelle Keegan is like the main role and she is so good. Also has like Joanna Lumley, a couple of other famous actors that I can't remember their names, but you'll recognize them. They're in a lot of like British dramas, but it's so good. Like last night I started it. I think I filmed a little clip and I intended to watch one episode and I watched 3, so that was kind of why I had a lie-in, because I was watching it for hours. So I'm going to carry that on, but it's very, very good. So they are my 2 TV recommendations, conversations. Also been watching The Traitors, which started this week. I'm watching a lot of TV, which I've not done in months. Actually, it's quite nice. I feel like January is a really good time to just watch a lot of telly, especially bingeable things. So if you wanted things to start, Waterloo Road, The Traitors, Fool Me Once. Wow, this has become TV recommendation chat. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good morning. It is now Friday. Despite the fact I've got the same jumper on, it is not the same day. I just like this jumper and I'm wearing it again. But today is Friday. I have had a fairly productive-ish morning. I got up fairly early. I went for quite a long dog walk and then I got back. I've washed my hair. This is my first hair wash of the year because I was seeing how long I could go and I've gone 6 days. Pretty happy with that, but I have just tied it straight back up anyway because I am about to go to the cinema with my friend Rachel. The new Wonka movie, which I think came out about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, and I was a bit on the fence about even going to see this film, but then I've seen it on TikTok loads in the last couple of weeks, and then Rach asked me and I was like, yeah, I actually am free across Friday lunchtime. So we are actually gonna head to the cinema here in Beverley, go and watch that. I'm quite excited. It is a musical. I don't know what to expect because I loved the Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory growing up. Like that was one of my constantly watched movies. Like I would just always watch that film. So I don't know if it's gonna compare or if I should just watch it in like a completely separate entity to the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka. But my only other thing on the agenda today, obviously other than the vlog, because Fridays are always vlog day, has been for like 6 years. Every single Friday evening I'm editing the vlog. But I'm also currently working on my New Zealand travel guides, which is also what I've been doing this morning and last night. Haven't actually got very far, but if you have ever wondered, basically they all start in the Notes app. Not the Notes app, Pages app, and I basically make a massive list of how I want them to read. So like for example, this one I've decided I'm doing 2 New Zealand travel guides. I'm going to do a 4-week guide to just all of New Zealand and a 2-week guide to the South Island because they're the areas that I feel I can give the most detail on. Like we did 4 weeks across both, so that is basically just a recap of our own trip, and then the 2 weeks across the South Island is again our trip with a couple of bits added in that we would have done if we'd have had more time. That is what I'm writing up, and I've just started with really basic bullet points, like that's why there's no paragraphs written yet, of all of the accommodation that we stayed at, all of the restaurants that stand out as like I would revisit, and all of the like things that we'd booked, so like the cruises on the Milford Sound, the activities in Queenstown, and I've just bullet pointed them against the location so that then I've already got the detail. Because something that I found hard when I first started was I would write the paragraphs of like, this is the route you should take, these are the activities that you should do, but pulling the details of like the names of restaurants and the names of hostels, especially when I was backdating it for my Asia travel guides, it was quite difficult to find those names and those details because obviously it was like a year and a half ago. So I was like, oh god, what was that restaurant called that we ate in? Whereas with New Zealand it's more recent, and I was actually making the notes as we did the trip because I'd already begun writing travel guides and adding things to my website by the time we're in New Zealand. So my formatting is a little bit easier, it's a little bit more concise, but obviously that was just a learning curve. I didn't write everything down when I was in Asia, whereas now I'm like, oh, I love this restaurant in my phone, so that when I do this I can just reference across. So that has been my morning. I haven't got very far, but I think that I'm actually heading to London tomorrow, and I've got a really long train because all the connections are cancelled, so it's going to take me so long to get to London. My aim is to have the bulk of the guide written on those train journeys so that next week they can hopefully go live. Hopefully this time next week when you're watching this, the New Zealand guides will be on my website. Also need to sit down with Tom because I just do all the writing and the text. Tom makes it look worth buying. That's not me. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of what I've been doing. I haven't had a particularly productive work week, but it's the first week in January, and in this industry January is very quiet, so I've just been kind of doing what I can where I can, and now I'm going to see Willy Wonka. No, not Willy Wonka, what's it called? Just Wonka. I am cooking a little Thai meal this evening. We've got some, moved away from the noise of the sizzling pan, but we actually have a HelloFresh. My parents have been getting this whilst I wasn't here, so I was not aware that we were having this, but this actually looks really good, and I've decided that we're going to cook this for just me and my dad because this is definitely more up my street. But it's basically just a Thai green style veggie curry, and I'm pretty excited about it. It takes 20 minutes, which is my favourite thing about any of these. This obviously isn't sponsored, but I have worked with HelloFresh in the past. We love them, and I'm very excited about this because it looks very straightforward. When there's only 6 steps, that is a win. This is how it's looking. It's being cooked. It looks pretty good. I did add some corn to it. I've replaced the corn instead of peas because I'm not a massive fan of peas. Coming up, it looks pretty good. It smells nice as well, guys. Okay, I went back, I did add some peas to bulk it out a little bit. Also some sweet corn as well. And it tastes really good, guys. It's like spicy coconut sauce, like very nice. And the rice isn't looking too bad either. Here we go, the finished meal. I accidentally put all the sesame seeds in one place, so I'm just gonna mix it all together after I've took this video. But it does look pretty good, and I'm very excited to eat it. I also love doing this, guys. I've got a little lime. Gonna go straight over the rice with it. Call me Gino de Campo. Why do I actually just look like death warmed up? Anyway guys, I'm gonna end this vlog here. I'm now with Thomas. I thought you could just hop in and give them a little update on your job that you started this week, because I did mention that I obviously saw you last time. But just for these guys that watched our catch-up Q&A, how's it going?
Good. No, I've enjoyed it so far. I mean, it's early days, but not 3 days in, and no, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, I already knew that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm asking you questions as if I don't know, but yeah, it sounds like a really good place, and people sound nice.
Yeah, everyone's lovely, and I'm back doing graphic design, which is what I enjoy.
I feel like your hair's grown so much. You got a haircut like 3 weeks ago. Why is it like...
Yeah, I need another one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go a bit shorter next time.
Well, you went really short on the sides, but not on the top. I feel like you don't need a trim on the back, you just need a trim on the top.
Yeah, top's too long.
Anyway.
It just gets annoying.
How tired are you after a week back at work?
I didn't feel too bad earlier, but yeah, tonight I am shattered. I am ready for a nappage.
A nap,
Yep.
also known as going to bed.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now.
So, good night vlog. Nice to see you again.
Good.
It's been a while.
Good night. I shall see you guys on next Saturday. Honestly, as I spoke about at the beginning of this vlog, I'm not really gonna force content throughout January where I don't have anything to upload. I think creatively that does not help me feel like inspired, and churning out content for the sake of it is not really what I want to do, especially on YouTube. So there will be a weekly vlog next Saturday, but in terms of like another video on Tuesday, there probably won't be one. Actually, wait, I've just thought of something I was going to do with my brother. Maybe there will be, maybe there won't be.
And let us know what you think of the new intro.
Yes, oh my gosh, yes, let us know what you think of the intro. And as I also mentioned, the New Zealand travel guides will be ready in the next week. So keep your eye on the website, it's always linked down below. And I shall see you guys in my next upload, whenever that is.
Bye.
Bye.